Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, damsels and dingbats, to another very late Chit Chat video. This is your host, DM Renevion. Yes, I am still alive. No, I don't remember what year it is. Uh, It's been quite a while since I've made a YouTube video, thanks to repeated and ever worsening computer issues. Um, Lots of things popping up, taking up my time, distracting me. I do apologize, but as many of you are probably aware of by this point, life sucks. Anyway, I'm thinking about now that things are calming down a little bit, I'm starting to get a little extra free time about making videos and posting them on here again. There may be some changes, light changes to the channel. For example, I'm probably not going to be doing a lot of big popular games. Unfortunately, my computer just doesn't know what to do with those anymore. Right now, basically, I can use it to log in and check my social media and my email and maybe watch a couple YouTube videos here and there. But anytime I try to put any kind of true, exercise to it, it has a pity party. So I'm probably going to be doing a lot of indie games until I run out of indie games worth playing. And I'm not guaranteeing that all the videos I'm going to be putting up are going to be games that are worth playing. I'm just pretty much going to pick one that looks interesting to me, play it. I figure I might as well record it and talk to myself a little bit, and then I can post it up for your presumed amusement. But anyway, like I said, life's been interesting. This has been what I've been calling the bipolar year. Lots of ups and downs. I mean, that's not normal for life, or not abnormal for life, excuse me, but to the extent, to the amusement park roller coaster level that 2019 has been, it's just been a lot of wear and tear. My stepson Tyler, who is officially now my stepson, Tara and I actually tied the knot and made it legal last Valentine's Day. So, woohoo! I'm happy. I am actually happy. I was just trying to think of a joke to make it funny, but apparently I haven't had enough coffee yet this morning, so fail. But at any rate, as I was saying, Tyler's finished Job Corps. He is home from San Francisco, having completed his advanced culinary arts training, so I'm super proud of him. I guess it was kind of rough. It wasn't the experience he thought it was going to be. When you go from one side of the country to another, you kind of expect to have a little bit of an adventure and a life experience. And I guess it was as much of a roller coaster for him as the year has been for me. So, but he stuck through it. He finished it. Super proud of the kid. He's taking a break right now. He hasn't decided whether he wants to, go to work or go to college. He's still young. He's still got time to figure all that out. So we're giving him the time to kind of recoup from his education, and we'll see where he takes it from there. I do have, like I said, I did get married. Tara and I are officially husband and wife. I'm going to be compiling all of the pictures and videos into that we took into a wedding video. Our friend over at, well, you may know him as Cool Mama Jamma. I've spoken of him a couple times in the past. Good friend. I'd call him a stepson, but I'm not married to his mom too, so that would be weird. He's our dollop of Daisy child. For those of you who aren't aware, there's a commercial for the Daisy sour cream that basically he's over so much and he hangs out so much that we've pretty much adopted him. So even though he and Tyler are both officially adults now and have been for a while, we still think of him as our kid. So, but he attended our wedding with us, and we had him record all of it. So I've got some footage, we've got some pictures, and we're going to put them together to some music. And if Tara is comfortable with it, I'm going to go ahead and post it up here on YouTube for all of you to see. But let's see. Other than that, like I said, it's been a bit of a roller coaster of a year. The year started. The year actually started last year, if that makes sense. I like doing these YouTube videos because it allows me to reach out and socialize and connect socially with people. And I have a real problem with that in reality, face to face. I have some social anxiety issues. I can put on a happy clown face and be a good host, but usually when I'm around people I don't know, I am extremely uncomfortable. I can only do it for so long before, that gotta go home feeling kicks in. But anyway, the point of all that is usually we have holidays at our house. Our house is kind of the the congregation area where everyone comes for Thanksgiving dinners, Christmas dinners, 4th of July, stuff like that. So the holiday season is usually fairly hectic because it's a lot of preparation. It's a lot of work, and then people come over and everyone has a good time. So there's the social aspect of it, and then when it's done, it seems like you blink and the next holiday's here, so you're doing it all again. You gotta clean up after the last holiday and get ready for the next one. And I love doing it, especially for my friends and family, but it does take that toll on me that when I'm done, I gotta sit back and catch my breath and go, okay, time to recover. And I don't know, every year it seems like the time between one holiday and the next just gets shorter and shorter. And this year it was just like bam, 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 bam. By the time, New Year's was done, I was sitting in my freaking chair in the front room just going, ugh. I felt like I'd run a marathon. And, of course, we had a family member who was having some health issues. I don't want to get too deep into details. It's kind of a private family matter, but there was a lot of stress there for everybody involved, a lot of concern, a lot of worry, and so that made the holiday season a little more stressful. And then, of course, we got, after the holiday seasons were over, we had to get geared up and get ready for the wedding, so there was a lot of stress there. A lot of it unnecessary, but it's a special event and you want to do it right. And my wife poured her heart and soul into the preparations. And our friend Angela, who I've taken to calling sister, which I guess is official now, she was right there by Tara's side the whole way, even though she was dealing with a massive amount of crap. So Angela, if you're listening to this, God bless you. Life wouldn't be the same without you in it. Wow, I'm getting all emotional here. It's too early for this crap. Anyway, so yeah, we were getting out of the holiday marathon and trying to catch our breath, and then head diving straight into the wedding stuff. And then we had the wedding and everything was going good and life was looking good again. And then, our friend with the health condition, things kind of took a turn for the worse for her, and we ended up losing her. And it was pretty rough. I mean, I knew her well enough to feel her loss, but I was not as nearly as close to her as my wife was, and neither of us, Angela was even closer. Right? Like I said, I don't want to go into details, but the loss was felt, and we're still kind of reeling from that. But, and so you have the wedding, the high, and then the low of the loss, and the funeral and all that. And then you add in all of the little stupid, insignificant crap, like my computer being a piece of crap. It's, like I said, to the point now I can't even do any real gaming on it. My friend Dan, God bless him, he's wanted to game with me on this on the computer for so long. He's back in Washington State right now, and I'm of course still in Michigan. So there's a 3-hour time difference. So I mean, it makes doing things together online difficult. And Dan and I were like, well, I considered him my best friend when I lived back on the West Coast. So going from doing shit together all the time and then, you know, not doing anything together at all, it can be rough on a friendship. So, I mean, it feels like there's been some distance put in there, not intentionally, of course. So, you know, anytime we get a chance to get together and do stuff online, it's something I like to try and do because, you know, I don't like losing friends any more than anyone else, and time and distance will do that if you don't pay attention to it. So, unfortunately, with the computer being dead, that kind of put a hamper on our gaming. So, like I was saying, God bless him, he actually sent me a new graphics card and a new hard drive for my computer because me being out of date on my computer savviness, I assumed that's what was going on with the system. It turns out apparently it wasn't, because the computer's just as crappy as it was before. It's got a new hard drive in it. I can store more crap on it, and the graphics card's a little bit better. But apparently it's the CPU or something else, because I still can't freaking game on this stupid thing. So, needless to say, not being able to game, not having a lot of time to put into it, even if I could. You know, the channel here's been pretty much dead, or I'm going to call it dormant, but I do apologize for that. I know most of you who watch this are friends and family, so I'm sure you understand, but for those of you who are just visitors and regulars to the channel who have come to expect, you know, semi-regular content, I do apologize. I'm not going to be doing, as the header on the channel here says, I'm not going to be doing scheduled gaming videos, you know, scheduled content anymore. I'm pretty much just gonna, as I have time to play games, I'll record them and I'll post them up. But, you know, I'll try to make it regular enough that we don't have this massive year hiccup in between posts like we had this last time. But it's not going to be, you know, twice a week or every week like it used to be either. So just hang with me. Like I said, I'm probably going to be doing a lot of indie gaming. So if you have any suggestions for cool indie games that I haven't done, let me know and I'll look into them. I'm probably still going to be doing the D series as I get out and, you know, do more things. Summer's coming. Spring's coming. I'm not going to jump the gun here. I'll just be happy when spring gets here. I can't wait to get back out to my barbecue and get my fishing line back in the water and get out and get some fresh air. I got so much cabin fever right now, I'm licking paint off the walls, which might be part of my problem, but that's beside the point. Let's see what else. Probably going to end up going back to work here in the next few months. We'll see what comes of that. I'm trying to prep myself for it and get ready for it. I haven't worked in almost, well, I like to say I haven't worked in almost a decade, but it's only been still half a dozen years. But, you know, I did the stay-at-home house dad thing. And then the kid grew up and took off and went to school, and basically I've been out of work for a while. And even before I moved up here to be with my little family, most of the work I did was agricultural. I was out in the field driving combine, or, you know, I didn't have a lot of face-to-face with customers type jobs. I didn't really have to deal with people. So now that I live in the city, any job that I get is most likely going to involve using that skill set. So it's a little, it makes me a little nervous. But, you know, you do what you got to do. You got to survive, you got to provide. So I'm looking at having my time cut down significantly because of that. Let's see what else has been going on. I have been trying to get back into my jewelry. I quit working on my jewelry quite a while ago because when I was diagnosed with diabetes, my vision kind of went a little bit, and it was hard for me to see the finer materials that I was working with. I couldn't focus my eyes down that much, but my loving mom and dad sent me one of these magnifying glass light things for Christmas last year. And so that's helped, and I've been able to get back into making some jewelry here and there. Nowhere near what I used to. I'm back at hobby level now, not so much producing as a income or a actual work type thing. I do have quite a supply of jewelry, and I do plan at some point when I have the money to do it, I'm going to start posting things online again and trying to make a little extra side money there. So, what else? Role-playing. We haven't done any role-playing in over a year. Every time I try to plan something, well, the planning part's fine. I can plan, I can write. I've got 3 or 4 campaigns that I'm actually writing. I have been writing for a while now, but it's as soon as I open my mouth and I say, hey, gang, we're going to get together and game on this date, that's when the crap happens that prevents us from doing it. And the last year has pretty much been a cycle of me saying, hey, we're going to game. Hey, we can't game. Hey, we're going to game. Hey, we can't game. Hey, guess what? Just don't listen to me anymore. So, it is what it is. I mean, there's no sense in really dwelling on it, but it has kind of given me a bit of a complex as that game master who can't be relied upon. And considering that I've been doing this, I've been in the hobby since early high school, which is, I don't even want to do the math to figure out how long ago that was. Let's just say I'm almost 40 now. I've been doing it a while. And for a long time, I enjoyed doing it because I honestly felt it was the only thing I was really, really good at. My players always seemed to enjoy the games. I loved doing the writing, but the last year or two, I've just kind of gotten this distaste in my mouth for it because, like I said, I don't like feeling like I'm the unreliable guy. I say, hey, we're going to game, and everyone's like, okay, sure, whatever. Yeah, we believe you. I'm not like, no, really, I want to. I'm sure there are those of you out there who have experienced this and understand what I'm talking about, even if it's not from a gaming perspective. Maybe it's, you say you're going to do something with your family, or you make plans with your friends, and shit just keeps happening. It's like the universe is telling you, no, you don't need to be doing that right now, and no matter how hard you try, no matter how much you want to do it, it doesn't happen. So, I do have a little side game going with it's like a superhero game that I'm running for people who can come over. It's not a big scripted plot mega campaign type thing. It's just a little, hey, you guys are here, you want to do something, let's bring out the superheroes. And I have my friend Dan and his family have been asking to play, so I'm going to be running some Pathfinder for them over the internet, and we'll see how that works. Knock on wood, like I said lately, every time I say I'm going to do something, it doesn't happen, so hopefully that's not the case here. But I'm really looking forward to the day when things calm down and get back to some semblance of normal, so that I can host something serious, something with some depth, and something that has a fairly regular schedule. Other than that, the animals are all good. The dogs are just as dumb as ever, and the cats all think they're dogs. The weather in Michigan is Michigan weather. Right now it's supposed to be, spring's supposed to be coming up, but it's mostly rain now. It's still cold as hell outside in the mornings, but, at least we're not, knock on wood, getting 5 feet of snow overnight anymore. So spring is coming. I have 2 tons of dog crap in the backyard to rake up, And I'm looking forward to getting outside and getting some exercise and losing some weight and hopefully having an all-around more positive view on life in general. Other than that, like I said, there's not a whole lot else changed. I have not, do not, and probably will never live a very exciting life. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and bring this to a close and go start working on the first of these indie game videos for you. And next time I have information or news worth talking about, or just feel like rambling again, I'll put another one of these together and post it up here for you. So until then, you guys stay safe. You have fun. I'm out.